This massive abandoned power plant was shut down more than 20 years ago. From the outside, it looks like the operation had ended for good. Once inside, that closure feels incomplete. Control rooms are still lined with panels, switches, and gauges. Heavy pieces of machinery sit frozen in place, rusting in silence. Dark industrial spaces stretch through the building, and entire sections feel like they were left before anyone finished clearing them out. This is the former Jennison Power Station, a coal-fired plant that last generated power in 2000 after years of pollution concerns, violations, and rising operating costs. Today, we're stepping into the facility to see what was left behind, and why closing it didn't remove the danger inside. Let's explore.
Alright guys, we made it inside of the power plant. Honestly, it wasn't as terrible getting in as we thought it would be, but we do have to be careful. With vigilante violations today. It's our first time linking. We've been trying to meet up for like 3 years. So we're gonna make our way into the power plant and wait till it brightens up a little bit to really get filming here, but we made it in with no issues. So let's explore.
As you can sort of hear,
yeah,
all the the transformers are still on.
Off to our left here, guys, on the outside, that substation is still active. So we won't be surprised if there's cars or trucks driving in here throughout the day. But it is early on a Sunday, so we'll see. Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a pretty good one.
Guys, this is insane. I love old decayed power plants like this. And if I just pan to the right, stepping on a lot of broken glass, but look at this. We'll be able to see way more, but I'll zoom in here. The other units, there's at least 2 were down there. But we have to wait a little while until this brightens up. All right, guys, we're gonna go up to the roof to catch the sunrise. It's obviously brightening up a little bit, but not nearly enough to see the components in here with any detail.
Yeah, no one's in the parking lot. Just be kind of quick getting down the stairs.
Okay.
It's mad visible.
Damn.
Look at the clouds, bro.
So this is what we have to be careful of because
Yeah, listen to that.
yeah, although the power plant is completely derelict and abandoned, this is very much active. And this is a commonality in power plants, so always have to keep this in mind. Guys, we're gonna go try to get higher ground. That door is so creaky. Thanks. Close this so it doesn't slam. Bye-bye view. Coal belts here. Oh, this is sick. Nice, no tags, not destroyed. It's not that dirty either. And that goes all the way down and up. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's much better.
Oh my gosh. That's so beautiful. So these are the stacks that we saw when we were coming in, meaning that we walked about 1.5 miles from that way, that direction. But just look at this, guys. I'll step into the middle here. Looks amazing. This is where we have to be careful. I just want to get a shot for you guys, but really should not linger over here very much. This is the main road that we're trying to avoid. It's not like anyone's gonna necessarily care if they're a random person, if there's 2 guys just walking on top of a derelict structure, but we don't want to risk it because we've both had that go wrong before. So what's our move here? Are we going up there or are we going back in?
I've never gone up there. I'm honestly not really sure what's in these ones. I mean, I know that the bottom of this one is like a bunch of shallow, like, tubes.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you look, we could get into them from down there, but it might be worth it to go up the stairs. I don't know.
Might as well give it a try. Let's do it. Dude, this is insane. I don't know how much I trust these, to be honest, but they feel fine. This is crazy. Let's try not to look down. Oh my god.
No, this is insane.
Oh my god. That was crazy.
Never been in there. What the hell?
What is this?
What the fuck is this?
Where are we?
I have no idea.
What did we...
I would watch your step here because
Yeah, we don't want to take a very weird fall.
it looks like there's hatches that go down to the bottom.
Westinghouse, liquid temperature. The diesel electric fluid in this unit has been tested to determine the amount of polychlorinated biphenyls PCB content. I don't know what that means, but we're somewhere important, guys. We're gonna have to watch our step though. Vigilante's right. We don't know what's gonna be in here, and even if we don't fall down a hole, I really don't want to trip on this thing right here. I'm stepping over and face plant. Oh, look at the fan. I'll get closer so you guys can see that. Very dark in here. That's so cool. Hydrostatic precipitator. No way. A welding mask?
Yes,
Shut
bro.
up.
It is dope.
Shut up.
I wish it still had the strap, but like.
You gotta stand right in the middle, right here. Ready? Give me a hard pose. Hard pose for YouTube. Oh my gosh. Guys, look at this. We gotta get all the angles here. Look at that. Look at this. This is Vigilante in the flesh right here.
Sir.
Okay, here we go. This is nuts. I want to get down this as soon as I possibly can. This is crazy. Alright guys, we made it back inside off the roof, and we're gonna continue walking around. I think we have some boiler mechanics up here with these massive water tanks. Either boilers or just regular water tanks. How's that?
Look in the slot. Like, look at how many floors up we are. That's wild.
You can't really see down there, guys, but that just keeps on going. That's nuts. Coal belt is back in there, but I'm just going to show you guys for 3 seconds this view past the tanks. Look at this. I think I said in the beginning that Vigilante has been here before, but A, it's been a while, and B, he did not see everything, so he was very excited to come back and check the rest of this place out. So for every space or room where we say, should we go in there? And he says, I haven't been in there yet, we're probably going to go in there. Yeah, look at that. Zoom in on that. I think that white stuff is probably all asbestos.
Definitely. It's from like the pipe linings.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the rest of it's just coal. Coal and asbestos is literally what we're breathing.
So healthy.
It is healthy. What do you mean? All right, guys, we're going to turn right and go back into the coal belts. See this perspective. I think Vigilante's in here doing something. Are you brushing?
Maybe.
That's all flooded right there. This is crazy. I'm glad we're seeing this while it's lit up, but it is time to head down and start seeing this plant floor by floor. These stairs are definitely a little eh. Was this the furnace maybe?
I think so. These look like they were all like some sort of fusion.
Looks like it. I wonder if this would have opened up.
Kid's shoe.
You found a kid's shoe?
It's like a sole to
Oh, a sole.
tiny ass sole.
That's got to be like a size 2.
As big as my hand.
Maybe size 3.
Yeah. Oh,
Ew.
filthy. Oh.
Dude.
I don't even want to flip it around.
That's crazy. Let's walk up these stairs and see if there's anything down the hall. I'll pan the camera. Yeah, no, not really.
Not a ton.
Just the tops to the furnaces.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah. And then the boilers are above, I believe, or just the water tanks.
I love all these megaphones too.
I know, there's so many of them. And the lights too.
Yeah, dude.
Look at that.
Adjacent with the turbine hole.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize until I just looked up now that turbine hall is literally right in front of us. That's crazy.
Oh, some lottery tickets, yo.
See, guys, you never know what you're going to find in an abandoned power plant.
What? Why are there so many like scratched lottery tickets?
It's like the only colorful thing in here.
No, I know.
What the heck? Are any of these still good? I don't think this was a winner, guys. I don't think this was a winner.
Weird. That doesn't sound natural.
No, it doesn't sound natural. Is that the control room in
That's
there?
the second one.
Interesting.
I wonder if there's someone in here doing work.
Keep our ears open. Guys, we're gonna pop up here to get the view of the window. This is really nice.
Yeah, the light is looking nice now.
It really is. I love these windows.
Look at this book.
The temperature, Omega.
Volume 29. Yeah, I guess this was to like, for the instruments in here?
Yeah. Okay, guys, Vigilante just found the lab. And he is going crazy about. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. All right, let's turn around and close this so we can get a proper first time look. Yeah, you can tell it's proper first time because we are tripping on everything. Wow.
This is a lab.
Oh my gosh.
The chair still like bounces.
Dude. Oh my
IBM typewriter too.
goodness.
Wow.
There's so many random things. Spectronic. A little scale here.
Oh yeah, with the little light bulb on it, and then it's like
Silica test. Wow.
with the mini cup.
Dude. This is nuts. Like, yeah, what is that? Like, oh, it's a little,
Like a dropper.
yeah, of some sorts.
Interesting.
There's so many random things. Everything here is, like, worth picking up.
No, I know.
Look at the vial or the tube
Like,
there.
what I use to develop photos. Looks like I'm in a photo lab right now, dude.
Oh, dude, we have to be careful, though. There's chemicals in here.
It's true. I use the gloves.
Make sure to use those gloves. Evaporator, distillate,
Look at this.
something like that.
This is for the side of a gas mask, I think. Not sure though.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
the thing
we,
that
like,
goes in
screw it
on the
in, like, the
cheek, yeah.
filter. Yeah.
Wow.
There's like,
Guys, we could be wrong about half this stuff, but I mean, hey.
oh, look at this. If you move this stuff, like this was to like drop
Ooh.
shit in. You see what I'm saying?
Ooh.
That's why I gotta move some stuff around.
Dude, look at that. No, that's nuts right there.
I know, I've never seen anything like that. Even in like a hospital lab.
Guys. You all know how this works on this channel at this point. In every single video, what do? That's right, we choose a chair. And in this video, nothing changes. This chair is special because it's decayed, it's in a lab, and well now, it has a welding mask on it. So this is the chair, this represents Luke Explorers to the highest. Everyone say hello in the comments. I hope you guys are enjoying. We're gonna keep it moving. Let's explore.
I don't know what it's for, but it's like a glass dial with different colors on it.
What the?
Yeah. I was just like in a drawer. Now it's going to be out.
If anyone knows what this is or any of this other stuff, please feel free to drop it in the comments. I've been saying the more and more power plants I do, I want to learn how all this stuff works, but this is a lab, and I don't think I'm ever going to spend the time figuring out exactly what a hydrazine test or a silica test does.
Goo in there?
Ew.
Like there's like some goo in
Goo.
there.
It's like actual goo. I think we're still on that upper level, right? So let's go check out that control room.
And then we'll go down.
Perfect. Got the turbine hall, a couple other lower level control rooms in the basement. But this was a big find, that lab. All right, guys, we're gonna step back into the control room here to get a look at it with the light. Obviously, we saw this earlier. This looks amazing. It's dual-sided, so I'll turn right here and walk behind it so you guys can see this angle. It's almost claustrophobic in here. There's like no space to operate, but that looks wild. What would that have been to?
I have no clue.
Like, actually, what would that have gone to?
I don't know. What's the point?
What is the point? I do want to see, because I saw someone say in my comments not too long ago that I should go inside of the panels. I don't know a single thing about this. Okay, this is crazy. Did you step in here?
No, I've never been in there.
Wait, what the flip?
Whoa.
Why are there chairs in here?
What the hell?
Dude, this is crazy.
I did not come in here last time I came.
Now, guys, I'm not going to lie. I don't know how a single thing in here works. Not a single thing. I do know that these are all obviously on the other side of the control panel, so each of these had a completely different function. But we are not the kind of people to give you a long run through of what this stuff does. Go find a history or science channel for that.
So it's red right now?
Yeah.
I turn it and it becomes green.
What the hell? Wait, do another one.
I think they're all like that. Like,
No way.
yeah.
So it's not fully electronic then.
No, this is sort of manual.
Alright guys, I came up onto the crane and I wanted to show you the controls here. This is just nuts. If I pan up, you can see the crane is here and extends this way. The hook is over there. It's absolutely massive. Look at that. Hard to see, but I'm going to turn and carefully step forward and bring the camera down so you guys can see the remains of the turbine hall. Alright guys, we're going to head down from this first control room, and I think that's going to land us in the actual turbine hall itself, and that's where the other control rooms are. Down we go. What is Vigilante doing over here?
Bro, this gear just like won't stay up and it's gonna slide down and make the craziest noise. Alright, I'm just gonna leave that there.
That's nuts. That's insane. I guess before we go in the turbine hall, is there anything
I did not
back
come
here?
When I was here last, and it looks like there's good stuff.
Oh wow.
Oh, there's an old Macintosh.
Seriously?
Yeah. This is a pretty sick room.
Thank you, good sir. Oh wow.
Yeah, I wish it was more intact, but
Where do you even begin?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's not smashed. It's pretty dope. Oh.
there's your shot.
No, yeah, it's for real, dude.
That's crazy. We'll peek into here. Looks like there's just a bunch of files. Probably don't need to go through all of those.
Check this room though, because there's a vat of green chemical that I don't really know.
I love green chemicals.
Looks like Baja Blast.
Dude, it does.
Like,
Alright, who put the Baja Blast in the power plant? That's nuts.
for critical decontamination of materials contaminated with radioactive material.
Alright guys, we're gonna head on out of these back offices, turn, and go into the turbine hall now. Try not to bump into anything. Wow. Look at this. As far as I know, there was only 2 units total, I believe, when this thing was in operation. Both are decommissioned, but there are some parts of it remaining. And down in this little chasm, we can see all the way to the basement where it's still flooded with water. We'll be down there eventually, but if I pull up and turn to my right, we can see these control panels here, super decayed. They look amazing, especially this one. But if I turn to my left again, we can see the actual turbine now, or the remains of it, and we can look inside. There's the fan and all the rest of the components. This is crazy. We'll turn back into the turbine hall here. See the remainder of it. Looks like it's the same thing over there. Control boards on the side. Vigilante's there in front of the remains of that turbine. There's even less over there. We can see the inner workings of that though as well. And same thing over here. Look at this. That is nuts. Try to get as good of a view of that as I possibly can. Wow. There's the inside of the remains of a turbine, guys. You can get a little better of a view of that hook up there. Still far away, but that thing is massive. I was saying earlier, usually it says on here how many tons they can hold. Yeah, 75 tons. My original guess was anywhere from 10 to 30, I think I said. 75 is crazy. What are you even lifting? That's 75 tons. We'll step over here for a second. Other side of the turbine hall. And yeah, like I said, we have some other control panels on the wall over here. The turbine is, well, it's not much of a turbine anymore. Before we actually go over there, we'll see down into this hole. Wow. Damn, dude. So, I'm confused. Is that the whole basement that's like that, or?
Because look, if you come around this way, there's walkways down there. Because this whole place, they would cool the turbines using steam that would evaporate from down here. So the workers would be walking down through those walkways, like right there.
Wow.
So it's like a on-purpose flooded basement, which is
crazy to say, yeah. If I turn, guys, we can now look at the turbine here.
It's like they cut it in half, yo.
They literally did cut it in half.
Half of a turbine.
It's nuts, because on the other side, with the other one, we can see this, but not really see it at all. And here we are seeing the inner workings of the inside of the shell. This is so cool. It's not every day, especially when you get to explore a power plant, that it looks like this. It might be destroyed, but this is awesome. Oh, I was going to say, does it move or did it just push down?
I think it just pushes down.
Gland water level low, low vacuum, vacuum trap, traveling screens dirty, storage tank level low. Yeah, I think we've read enough of those. What do you think?
Oh, definitely.
Was this a control board on the back here too?
This is where we were walking in that room that they boarded up. Those were all those where the porcelain things were.
Oh, yeah.
Like these things.
Yeah, they're not smashed down here.
It smells crazy over here, though.
It does. Ugh, why did it just get like that?
It started smelling insane.
Ugh.
More lottery tickets.
And yeah, now we get to see it from this perspective. I'm glad we came on this side because we can actually see underneath the turbine. Look at that. I'm going to try to move right in front of it here. Oh my gosh, I'll zoom in on that. That's crazy. More inner or underworkings of the turbine, I guess you could say.
There's one of those welding carts down there. I've never seen one exploring an abandoned power plant. Just because I haven't explored too many, but I did not see that last time I was here, and that is a find.
Yeah, we're going to see that. So did you go down to that level at all?
No. I've never been down there.
My gosh, this looks like it's going to be potentially the most fun.
Yeah.
Like, we get to walk apparently right above this.
Yeah.
That is insane. That's going to be so cool, guys. This power plant's a lot better than what first meets the eye. We're going to go walk behind these control boards and go see another control room. Vigilante just told me that it's not as big as the one on the upstairs, but it's nicely decayed. So we're going to step around all this junk on the ground. And oh wow. Oh wow. Dude. This is so nice. Wow. ID control. A little phone over here. Wow. Vigilante just told me there's another control room, which that's three. 3 control rooms in one power plant. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, she's right there.
Holy crap. Even this bottom floor has a lot of stuff left in it.
Shit.
Wow. Oh, this is cool right in front of us. I saw photos of this online.
Of what?
Whatever this machine is, this textile looking thing. Huh. This is the other control room?
This is the third one, yeah.
Let's see it. Oh, it looks nice. I can tell.
After you.
Thank you, good sir. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
I think this was the most decayed.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh my goodness gracious. Guys, this is nuts. Vigilante, one word to describe this control room. Go.
Wild.
I can live with that.
I mean, if we're picking a better word, though, I'd say crumbly, crusty,
Okay.
peely.
Okay.
I mean, that's like 5 words, but
I think peely.
I think peely might be the one I'm going to go
I think so too. This looks nuts. Let me zoom in on that, guys, right there. You can just see all that paint peeling a little bit better. That is nuts. The American flag's right there in the middle. That's so cool.
Boards are lighting up the inside. You could see the colors from like the control boards outside from inside this.
Wait, what the?
That's
It
what I'm
looks like
saying.
the lights are on.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like power's on, but it's not.
Look at that.
Look at light there, actually.
I have the camera as close as I can to this thing. This is crazy. Guys, we're gonna quickly and carefully walk through this next part. The ground is extremely slippery and gross. So not only do we not want to fall, and that might sound obvious, but I really do not feel like getting covered in whatever elements are just on the ground right now.
I wouldn't step on that.
Oh my God. What the?
I don't even know. I have no words.
Look at this. That's crazy. And I think these are all...
I don't know. I think it looks like a tarp or something.
Yeah, it might be a bag or something like that. Let's see. What's over
These are,
here?
like, giant, I guess
Combustion. So this must have...
furnaces?
Yeah, this must have
Yeah.
been the actual furnace. I don't know. That stuff on the upstairs still could have been part of the furnace, but this is definitely the furnace.
You could climb down on these stairways. sort of doesn't go anywhere except for that conveyor belt, which is pretty cool.
Did we just get outside?
Yeah.
What
But
the
we're not
heck?
ground level yet.
What in the world?
This place is so weird.
I know.
Conveyor belt tracks up top.
At least it looks like we're finally starting to wrap around though.
Yeah.
I believe. Wow. Trying to have your camera or your face in your camera and not fall in here is difficult. There's another open door there. Are you sure that's not ground level?
I'm pretty sure because we're still above where we came in. Where we came in was the floor below.
That's true.
So I mean, we might technically be ground level, but not to the level that we came in on.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been to this area before.
Wow.
It's pretty sick.
Step out into here. Oh wow, yeah.
Because this is where we were climbing up those stairs earlier.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
me and my boy were climbing down here when we first came.
Guys, oh wait, I can zoom up. This is a very hard angle. Right up there.
You want a better
That's the
angle?
staircase. Yeah. Is it back there a little bit? This way? Follow Vigilante. That door behind you, whenever you get a chance to look at it, looks crazy.
No, I know.
What the heck? Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Dude.
I actually forgot about this whole area entirely.
This is gnarly, dude. Vigilante is a dog, guys. Again, I don't know how it's our first time meeting up, but
Yeah, for real, dude.
first of many. Look at this stack. This is the room, let's see.
Basically the bottom of like the silo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much to it.
This is where they would like collect the material.
Oh shit.
That wraparound staircase is wild.
Guys, on the other side is the building which we climbed up in the beginning with the stairwell. The very sketchy climb. And this is the inside of that building. It's a little bigger than the one we were just in, but it's exactly the same. There's nothing special about this one. Except there is a M&M sweatshirt here.
What the fuck?
This looks like it's been here for so long. Dude, what? This is like official.
No, I know. I was about to say it looks nice. Like
What? Have you ever seen anything like that?
It sort of looks like a high school like football
Yeah.
jacket or whatever with the crest.
Look at that emblem. The crest, yeah. Holy. All right, guys, we're going to turn back into the power plant now. And I believe we're just going to wrap around at this point until we find stairs. We've pretty much seen everything in the middle here and on the sides, outside of the turbines and the control room. So we should be good to kind of head down. We don't really know how much of the basement we're going to be able to check out because it's flooded. So we might get to a point where we're only allowed to or able to go down one staircase, but we'll see. We're going to head back that way, go through this really sketchy part here. The floor is just sinking. I don't know if you can see it. We are on grates, but the floor is, it's just sinking. Like every step is sinking into the ground. Not the greatest feeling.
This is a freaky basement, man.
Yeah.
There's some cool shit though. Look at this. What is this for? It's like on wheels.
Yeah, what is that?
It's ultra heavy.
Look at this.
What is this ladder?
This looks like a lake.
Look at this aftermarket ladder.
I saw that. It's freaking massive.
It goes to nothing.
This is nuts. This literally looks like a lake. Oh my gosh. There's like nowhere to go, but there's just this path that's just taking us. Well, it gets interesting. I think it stops actually.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure out a way out.
I think this is. Oh, that's not coal. It looked like coal. Let's look over the edge here. Wow. There was a whole nother level underneath this.
Yeah.
Completely flooded.
I'm surprised the water's like it filled this high.
Agreed. This isn't even like technically the basement then. This is just.
No, this is just first floor.
Yeah. Wow. Dude, look at this.
There she is.
This is crazy. Wow. Turn to my right.
There's that fucking welding part.
Where is it?
It's right there. Right in front of you, dude. Right over here. Well,
Let me
that's
turn
that's here.
Oh, no way.
That one is like on by a thread. Look. Go to.
Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm sorry this is so jolty right now, but I'm trying to just make sure we don't fall through.
I've never seen this angle of this place.
Yeah, I just looked behind me and that looks insane. This looks nuts too. Wow. Oh my gosh.
I cannot believe I did not come down here the first time I came here.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Oh my goodness. This is nuts. So we are actually right under the turbine hall now. Watch your step, boy. This is crazy. Oh my God. I say watch your step and look at me.
What are you? You're just attracted to the holes, man.
Attracted to the holes, guys. Luke Explorers likes his holes.
Someone's doing something down here.
Look at this light fell off of the track. What? And then if I turn, this is directly under the turbine here, which we pointed out from up above. I don't actually think there's anywhere we can go with that. I mean, we can duck under, but I don't really even think we can see in there. Yeah, we can't. So let's turn, go down, and then walk this way. Again, I'm watching my step literally every 2 seconds here. Huh. Well, is this flooded or is this... No. Dude.
I guess it was flooded at one point.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
What? Well, we can only go one way. Actually, I think it's about to end. Unfortunately. But we can look over the edge and see down. If there wasn't water and it wasn't so flooded, we'd actually be able to keep exploring. There'd be another floor here, but it's completely washed out. That's insane. Trying so hard not to slip and fall right now. I mean,
Maybe megaphone.
whoa. Look at this, guys.
It's like an ice skating rink down
It
here.
really is, dude. Let's push back out here. This is so cool. Wow. But what I want to show you guys next is this view. Look at this. Don't worry, I see the hole in front of me, everyone. I'm not gonna fall in there. But look at this. Oh my gosh. Guys, the cart moves. Bro, be so careful. We're gonna go in the water with this thing. This is dope. This is so cool.
Is it raining? Or is...
No, it is raining.
Yeah.
Guys, when we came in, it was cloudy, and then it got sunny and beautiful, And then it got cloudy again. And it's pouring right now.
The weather is just so sporadic today.
And I have to get my drone footage still.
I feel like you can't really go wrong with a power plant.
No, you can't. Look at that. Oh, yes.
Let's go.
This is gnarly. Guys.
Everything when I came here.
Yes, you did. Why? Oh my goodness gracious. Dude!
I missed literally everything. There's just mad tapes in here.
Whoa! Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, dude. Try not to fall. Look at this. The blueprints. And then I'm gonna duck in here. Dude. This is gnarly. Bro. Try not to bump into anything. Oh, dude. What is going on over here? This is sick. What the fuck is this thing? Guys, look at this. I mean, it's destroyed, kind of. But what is this? Huh. Issued December 27th, 1949.
1949?
That's crazy. There's keys and all this stuff. It's all a little gross, but oh my gosh. New York State Electric and Gas Corp. I know.
What is that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what that is. It's like a scanner or a printer of some sorts. Oh, and look at that's the key rack above there too.
Oh, I wonder if there's a key in here somewhere.
There has to be.
I love keys.
I also love keys. Huh.
Oh yeah, this thing was like a. It almost looks like I don't know, because it has a focus on it.
Does it?
Yeah, there's a focus right here, and it says normal wide. It looks like a giant camera. This is probably to take like pictures of cement samples or something. Card eject.
Almost like an X-ray,
Or,
and then.
But then it says cut size, so maybe it was to cut things.
Yeah, but why does it say? It definitely takes photos.
It definitely takes photos, but then it also has a cut.
A cut? Card eject. But what
Yeah,
card?
like a giant, like that's a big slot. You know what I mean?
I think that this is sick right here. Does this go in?
Yeah, a little bit.
Dude.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Whoa.
No, that noise is amazing.
I love that. How about this?
Oh, the focus still goes too.
Dude.
And it moves.
Oh. Wait. No! I think we got the one last movement. Dude, we did.
No way.
Is this doing anything in there? I don't think so. Yeah. Guys, if you've ever seen this machine before, please feel free to drop as much knowledge in the comments because I don't know about you, Vigilante. I've never seen anything like this.
I've never seen this either.
It's very hard to tell, but there's actually camera lenses inside of here. So it's definitely some sort of camera that cuts and scans. I have no idea otherwise, but
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
I don't think there's anything around that corner, huh?
No, it just goes back to that hallway, which I mean, I guess we can go back.
Yeah, let's do it. There's a suitcase here and a cart.
Things they have usually in schools.
Oh wow, this room is
Pretty burnt.
yeah,
Someone tried to start fire.
they did actually.
You know, I'm actually not surprised though, because I saw some needles walking into this room. So maybe whoever was here was living in this room.
Yep. And we have to remember too, this thing has been, I mean, defunct for what, like 30 years or something, but it's been 100 years since it's been built. I mean, there very well could have been someone that decided to come in here and live for a little bit, which they must have, considering how many needles we've seen. No way.
Oh my god.
Well, we have to see what's up with that.
Bro, tunnels, bro. What the hell? I'd miss this as well.
Dude, what the living actual heck is down there? I mean, it's obviously just the basement, but
Yeah, and look at this too. It's got the like guard.
no way.
Yeah.
That's nuts. If we didn't already go in the basement, I'd say let's do it.
Yeah.
It's also not a spiral staircase. I thought
If
it was going to be a spiral.
I would have.
We would be in it.
Yeah, we would have been in
We'd
it
already be down that. Just going to show you guys one more time this, because wow. Literally just wow.
Let's prepare for this walk.
This is gonna kind of suck.
Oh, it's gonna really suck. Just part of the hobby.
Yep, it is. All right, guys, we made it outside, and it's absolutely pouring out. You can just see how big this thing is. Massive, but we're gonna get out of here now. It's so wet and rainy.